From chopping to pole climbing, even log rolling, the Jack Pine Lumberjack shows have it all.
7-4's Alyssa Heron is live in Mackinac City this morning to share how you and your family can get in on the fun at the Michigan Amateur Log Rolling Competition. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. With us this morning is Dan McDonough. He's the owner of Jack Pine's Lumberjack Show and 9-time world champion for log rolling. So thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be out here.
Absolutely. So I want you to share some of your history. How did you get into this?
Well, I grew up in Escanaba, so I'm a Youper, and then there was a man that started to log roll, and he had to teach the neighborhood kids how to roll, and because he was storing our logs there, or his logs there, and we just learned to roll. And when we were about 11 years old, we started competing, and it's something I've done my whole life.
Okay, and when did you open up Jack Pine's Lumberjack shows?
We opened up in 2008. We've been growing every year. We have a lot of fun. It's a family entertainment thing. We divide the audience up into two rival logging camps. They get to cheer for one guy, boo for the other. We get a little audience participation. We get some kids down there doing some cheering and stuff, and we have a lot of fun.
Okay, and people can make their way out every night until Labor Day, correct?
Yep, we have a show every night, 7:30. So come down, cheer them on, get ready to yell timber. And if you don't cheer, we make you log roll.
Okay, and then this weekend there's a big event going on. I want you to tell me about that.
Yeah, we have an amateur log rolling program down here. We got about maybe 20, 30 kids down here rolling, and then we got some competitors coming from Grand Rapids. There's a YMCA program there, and then we have some from Minnesota and Wisconsin coming over to compete. So it's going to be a pretty good field.
All right, now we have some of your lumberjacks with us this morning, and they're going to show off their skills. So I want you to describe who we're seeing and what they're going to do.
Well, first up is Chris. He's going to be doing the underhand block chop. That was a way of bucking up the wood. He's just going to start swinging that 5-pound axe between his feet. He's going to chop halfway through, and then he's going to turn around and chop the backside. It's a pretty incredible event. This is the first way they would buck the trees up, was with an axe. That way they could get them in a shorter length so they can haul them out of the woods. And these axes come from Australia. They are razor sharp. There goes Chris on his turn. Accuracy obviously is the most important thing in this event.
And how long has he been doing this?
This is his second year. He started at college. Both the first two lumberjacks we'll see today learned to compete at Paul Smith College in upstate New York. They're on their forestry team up there, and they actually won the spring meet this year.
All right, so I think, he's just about made it.
One more hit, and he'll be through. And now
awesome.
Jesse.
All right, and moving on.
Yep, this is Jesse Cutting. He placed second in the world in the underhand block chop novice at the World Championships, and he placed fourth in the single buck. This is a crosscut saw, 6-foot M-tooth. After they got done with the axes, the crosscut saws came along, and they made the work a lot easier and a lot faster to be able to cut the logs into lengths.
Okay, and right as he ends this, we're going to see one event that takes place, and you told me about 10 seconds.
Here goes pole climbing. Here goes Kyle up that tree. This is a West Coast event where they would have to rig up trees, make up spar poles. So they would climb up to the top of them, limb them, top them off. Kyle's going to get up to the top of that red line there, and then he's going to come racing down, see how fast he can get down the tree early in the morning. Here he comes.
Oh my goodness, how cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and these lumberjacks have more to show coming up, so you're not going to miss it. Once again, all of this information and more will be up on our website at UpNorthLive.com. Brendan, Melissa.
That is morning news TV right there.
Wow.
That's what you want to see. That was great.
That was a lot of quick action,
Wasn't
and some of those things maybe not best to try at home. Leave it to the pros, of
Those
course.
are professionals right there.
That was a lot of fun to watch.
Wasn't it? I was getting nervous when they were chopping the wood. I thought, oh my gosh, don't get your foot. But he was precise.
Very precise.
Yes.
Well, we're actually going to be having 2 more live hits with Alyssa coming up. If you can,
I can't wait.
Maybe postpone your trip to work this morning a little bit. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Plus, we're live in Mackinac City at the Jack Pine Lumberjack shows. Coming up next, we're going to share the lumberjack skills and how you and your family can get in on the action. You're watching 7-4 News Today. Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. With us again is Dan McDonough. He's the owner of Jack Pine's Lumberjack Shows here in Mackinac City, and also he's a 9-time world champion for log rolling. So thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Tell me about how long these shows have been going on here.
We opened this show up in 2008, so this is our 8th season, and every year we seem to have more and more fun.
And what should people expect when they come out here?
They have do a lot of cheering. We get them the L timber. That's kind of our trademark. We divide them up into 2 rival logging camps, cheer for one guy, boo for the other, and just get prepared to have some fun and see some great lumberjack competition.
All right, now it's not too late in the summer to make their way out to a show. This is taking place through Labor Day, correct?
Yep, we do a show every day, 7:30, so come on down and enjoy it.
Okay, and then this weekend there's a very big event coming up.
Yeah, we have an amateur program here. We have some amateurs that come down and log roll, and so we have a contest for them, and we have some competitors from Grand Rapids, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, and we got actually a gal that's won the 2 amateur world championships coming from Wisconsin, from Oconomowoc, and she's pretty good.
Okay, so we're gonna get right into the lumberjack skills. We have you all out here. Tell me what you're about to do.
I'm gonna just do a real quick axe throw. We got a little wager on the side, see if I can hit a bullseye or not. And then we're gonna do a springboard chop. It's an old style way of falling trees. And then the guys, we're gonna see if our lumberjacks can keep dry or not, because they're gonna do a little boom run. They have to run across those 4 logs from across the length of the pool, and we'll see if they can do it or not this morning.
Okay, Dan, so take it away. Oh, that looks, is that a bullseye?
It's close enough. I'm going to lose that bet. But here goes Jesse. Jesse's going to be chopping a springboard chop. It's kind of, they would do this to get up above the rotten section of a tree. And the guys actually, there's a pattern to it. His top hits are his chippers, his lower hits are drivers. That opens up the wood. And he's got a big knot there, so he's going to have to do a little extra work this morning. You can see it just curling. You might not. There it is. We knew it was going to be there. So he's...
And how long has he been doing this?
He'll be going back for his 3rd year at college. He attends Paul Smith College along with one of our other lumberjacks. And they're on a competitive lumberjack team. A lot of colleges and universities, if they offer a forestry degree, there's a good chance they'll have a competitive lumberjack team. And their big event is their spring meet. And there'll be over 40 teams competing there from different colleges and universities from the Northeast. So it's quite an honor to have these guys. We've had a lot of Paul Smith guys come down here and do shows for us. So.
All right, so we're going to let him keep working on that, but we only have a little bit of time, so I think we're going to hop over to the next event and show him when he's done.
All right, well, this isn't going to take long. Here goes Chris. He's running across that boom log. Here he goes. He's going to try to make it. He's going to stay dry. All right.
He did it.
It's getting a little tougher for Kyle because the logs are moving. They're bobbing around. He's dancing.
And he's in the water. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And coming up next, you guys are actually going to have me try some log rolling with the amateur log rollers.
Yep.
So any tips?
Keep your feet dry.
Oh, gosh. We'll see how that goes. Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. With us again is Dan McDonough. He's a 9-time world champion for log rolling, and he's the owner here at Jack Pine's Lumberjack Shows in Mackinac City. So thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for coming down.
We've had a lot of fun this morning watching all of your lumberjacks, and right now we're talking about the amateur competition that's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, starting from at noon, we'll have an amateurs. We got about 20 kids coming down here to roll. We have some from Minnesota, Wisconsin, Grand Rapids, and then our own program. And we got a couple of them out here. They're going to demonstrate their abilities. They've been at it for 6 years, a few of them.
All right, so I want you to tell us what they're doing and introduce them.
Well, you notice how they watch each other's feet over there. They're rolling on a western red cedar log. Gavin, he's 6 years old. He started rolling when he was 3. Madison's 10, I believe, and she's been rolling for 6 years already. And she's gone and competed up at the World Championships up in Hayward, Wisconsin. And they watch each other's feet. They keep them moving. Madison's being real nice to her brother right now. She's going to have to put him in the pond here sooner or later because we want to see you get out there and see what happens here.
Okay, I'll have to try that anytime.
Oh. Now that's perfectly legal. The old-time loggers used to chew tobacco, and they would give him a snoozeful. And so now,
there he goes.
All right, I don't know if we have time. We have one more, Caleb, or we can get you out there.
Let's put Caleb up there really quick, and then I'll hop out. So let's do this super quick.
This is going to really go quick because Caleb's a little bigger roller, so now he has the weight advantage. You notice this is a running match. They both look over their shoulders, watching each other's feet, and it's just a foot, eye, hand corner.
So any tips for me when I get out there?
Keep your feet dry.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
You notice how they watch each other's feet?
Yep.
And then you want to kind of square your body up so you're looking down at them a little bit there.
All right. Well, should I give it a try now?
Yeah, we'll get these guys in here. Here they go. And we'll get you on here and we'll see what happens.
All right, I'm going to hand it over to you and you're going to kind of walk me through what I'm doing.
All right. All right, here we go. You guys get off there.
Okay.
All right, now I want to, no, you can, I'll give you kind of a hand here. You want to get out on that carpeting?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
It's going to move. It's
a swimmer, not a logger.
Okay, watch the other end.
Okay.
Watch where downward.
Going this side or that?
No, you're staying right there. Okay. Keep your feet moving all the time. Up and down, up and down. Okay, we're good.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Well, okay, and you know the expression as easy as falling off a log.
Easy as falling off a log. There we go. Okay.
Okay, let me give you a hand out here. I hear they had a pool.
Go forward or backwards?
It's going to make up its own mind. You just stay on top. There you go. Good. Hang on. Hang on.
Well, that is very fun. I think I'm going to have to practice for a few more years before I get at it.
I think your amateur status is still in.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and you're going to have to come on down and watch the competition. Once again, we'll put all of this information and more up on our website at UpNorthLive.com. Reporting live in Sheboygan County, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.